Hello. Live again for more Unity nonsense and aggravation. Let's see. I'm on the wrong panel here. There we go. Again, I forgot to set my phone up. All right, what do I do with that? Let's just grid this. Yes. And I have plate. Hang on. Fuck. I was gonna say, because I have a plate of French fries over here. Very distracting. I love French fries. There we go. Ah. Position thing, I think is fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore that for now. The Euler, the Euler input was basically pointless. I confused myself. But Euler Y, Euler X with an inverted axis would have been better for the position, I think. Because this is clearly rotating Y on Y. I think. Yeah, Y, see Y axis. So that was basically redundant. There's literally no reason to do that. I could have just used vertical. Mm-hmm. This is in the wrong spot. All of this is in the wrong spot. Jeez. Um, that makes more sense. Should I go back to the diagram? Maybe I should draw a diagram. This did work. I think this worked. I remember this worked. The last thing it did work. It rotated the cube left to right. There's a parenting issue. as well. Local doesn't seem to work at all. It just seems like it's broken. Because in Blender, you could have a object, but inside the object you'll have your 3D data, such as vertices, edges, and faces. Those are all parented to the object, not in the same way as objects are parented to each other in the scene, but they are parented. So like if you move an object, you move everything in edit. Whereas if you go in edit mode, only the vertices, edges, and faces will move the whole object, unless you select everything. But if you do that, you will change its origin. However, your tools, when you go to edit, say you select like 5 faces, well, that will create its own origin point. You can have, you can use your tools to manipulate around a new origin, the origin of the selection, which just averages out the bounding box for that selection. Whereas in Unity, that does not seem to be happening at all. So when I go to select the child object, it rotates according to its modified origin based on the parent. The parent object is exactly the same in the same position, not exactly the same, but in the same position origin as the child object, and you won't notice anything because it's no different than just having it in place, kind of like the player eyes object that I made for the play. Whereas here, that's clearly not the case. Granted, I thought that didn't matter. I figured I could just go around it by using some sort of local transformation method. Calculates based on the mesh of the object, because there is a renderer component. Maybe that's where I need to get the data from. I think local in Unity is something completely different than local in Blender. Local in Blender makes more sense. Local in Unity doesn't seem very useful, at least right now. Seems a bit kind of like counterintuitive. There might be a better, there might be a reason why. Maybe there's a good reason why. Where's my drink? Let me look at the renderer. No, this doesn't happen. That might be part of the problem. It's just an empty. This has a mesh render. I don't know the mesh render, like object. It's what it's made up out of. Like, I guess just mesh. We'll just say mesh. I don't know if Unity has something where it can calculate uh, the origin point based around its the sum of its mesh. I mean, that would work, but it also just seems excessive for what I want, which is just a simple rotation around a single origin. Collecting all of the mesh render data and then calculating an origin from that just seems like way too many steps. I mean, that would work, but it's not really what I want to do. It also sounds boring. Data. Ugh. That last one tastes like freezer burn. Ugh. And now I'm going to do something completely weird. I just ate French fries, and now I'm going to eat potato chips. What is wrong with me? Yeah, that's weird. I'm not doing much because I have to think about how I want to approach this. It really is like puzzle solving. It's really, I'd say it's more similar to like a card game because there's a lot of variables in card games. So I think in terms of puzzle solving, it's more along that. So then you go to like, let's say you build a deck, but you have like certain rules for your deck. Maybe it's a theme or something. Or maybe there's a certain way you want to go about it. Not necessarily like a competitive deck. Those are usually the same thing. How fast can I win? How reliable is it, right? But that's much more straightforward. Having a bunch of weird, arbitrary rules and terms, I think is more analogous to this. Mm. The main goal is to test ATN2, but first I need to be able to move the object on all axes and then rotate on all axes at the same time. Doesn't necessarily have to go in the right direction. Like if I go diagonal, as long as I can still spin it in its own space, and it doesn't do some weird arc spinning around some other origin point, then good. Bam. We're next step. I can go to ATAN2. ATAN2 is like the finishing move towards angle, or ATAN2 is going to take the movement system I just described and then combine it. Hopefully it'll go in the same direction as the turning. Probably not, but I don't care. Like, I just need to see how ATAN2 handles its math, and then I'll already have all my variables, and then once I figure out how it's plugged into this, I can go from there. So got the XYZ movement, horizontal movement's working. So you gotta get the rotation working, which it kinda is, but not really. So what I'm gonna do is angles. Am I even using Euler angles? No, we're not. So let's just get rid of Euler angles. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of this. Then vector 3 local position for transfer position. That doesn't work. That doesn't work how it sounds like it works. To me, local position, I would assume, is like the way I see it is there's a hierarchy. So you got your parent. That parent has its own position and rotation, and its local is itself because it's the parent. It's the top one. The child's underneath it will have their position based around that parent, kind of like a bone structure in like the animation. And then its local would be its own origin point around itself, as if it were its own parent, even though it's parent. That's how I interpret it. Local position does not seem to be that, because it doesn't work. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. But it doesn't appear to be working, which is really lame. Just get rid of this. We don't care about that. I see. We're not allowed to make this negative. Is that the problem? Yeah. Because the speed determines the negative. So if we go negative speed, it goes the opposite direction. If positive, it goes positive, which is really weird. I think maybe a vector 3 would fix that. I'm not entirely sure. It also sounds janky. It sounds very janky. It's like, what if the vector 3 is like not centered? Like if it ain't lined up properly, it's not gonna yield a good result. So I could do like vector 3 dot y, and then that would satisfy the float condition. Because vector 3 is just 3 floats. I think maybe a fourth. I think you can put a fourth one in there, but that might be confusing now with quaternion. Yeah, they're just 3 floats, but usually vector 3 would be some sort of positioning axis thing. Which gets more complicated. So I could do, so we have the transform direction. We have the position. And this is a constant rotation as well. It's not. It's not like a controlled one. Also, rotate around is outdated. I don't even know why. These are just rotated. I thought rotate around was not. I'm not allowed to do that. Does this accept a vector 3? Only an axis. That's what I'm say. Let me try vector 3. And take this and be up. What do they mean by type name? I don't know what that means. Jerk. Freaking jerk. I'm just doing random shit now. You know what I could do? Maybe I could do a new vector 3 dot up. No, new vector 3 should be the position. No, what should it be? The axis. Okay. This is confusing because the angle is not helpful because it has to be turning to get the angle, which means the angle would always be 0 unless you're already turning. So it's like a catch-22. Like I don't have the angle because I need to turn first. But if I turn first, I already have the angle. So this ain't gonna work. I gotta get rid of this. This ain't gonna work. Transform. Hang on. How do we rotate fucking objects? This is getting ridiculous. This is way too hard to just rotate something. Rotates transform about the axis, passing through a point and more burdens by angle degrees. It's constant because times that delta time. Let me get like a magnitude thing. Like if input. Yeah, I could maybe do an input thing. Hang on. Let me try it. Let's just get rid of all this. Get rid of this. So we want it to rotate around itself, which it won't do because it's not local, but we're going to use the white cube. And we're just going to ignore parenting for a second. Because once I get this to work on the white cube, then we know my code is good. Once we know the code is good, we can go on to trying to figure out how to solve the parenting issue. So this times that time, this needs to be an input value. And it needs to be the y. And it needs to be an if statement because it needs to be if this is not negative or if this is negative, then apply it. So we're going to use mouse 1, or mouse 0, mouse 1, I guess. We do Q and E. So I think I have that set up already. I do not. Alt pilot. Q, E. Wait, positive would be right. Negative would be left. I think. Seed space. Okay. Try that now. Right, based on how they explained it, I might be able to put in a variable in here that only updates when there's input, which means it's otherwise it's 0 and won't move, which may or may not work depending on how it updates. Because this is a regular update, it might require a fixed update. We'll see. All right, so if get if input dot get button right. I don't remember if it's get button down or get button. I don't remember, so we're just gonna go with that. Get button down. Why is it? Okay, it's just being a butthurt baby. Q, which would be negative, so we want to do positive. Do E first. Then we'll make a variable here. Should I do a float vector 3? We'll do a vector 3. Rotation Y equal and you can use in the axis at this point. Actually, we'll just keep it like that. Then we'll go in here and we'll have rotation Y equal. Now, how do I get an axis? Isn't it just input, get axis? Ruler Y. Thinking. There's a bit of redundancy here because if, well, maybe. Hang on, I think I have something wrong. God damn it! I pressed that damn button again. Why is that a button? Ugh, why the fuck does tab? Is it tab? What is doing that? Was it Q? I don't want to build. Stop! You fucking douche nozzle. I had no clue what just happened. Probably nothing good. Float. Axis Y equals. Alright, that works. Rotation Y equal Axis Y question mark. If I hit E, this will be, seems redundant because I could just put the axis in. It says a negative button, which would automatically make it negative, right? Hang on, maybe I could just skip, because I already have keys assigned to it. So what if we do if input, stop. If input get axis equals y. Shit, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do equal for a fuck. Hang on, I gotta cheat. Do I just type it in the whole thing? If input get axis we'll just do that. So true? Shit, I don't know how to do this. Damn it! What if I do this? Copy it. Paste it. Or hang on, what if I do it'd just be a float, right? Float axis y equals input get axis Euler y. Then if input axis equals axis y. Shit, I thought I had something there. Fuck, I don't know how to do equals for input. Shit. Shit. Damn it. I don't even need. So we already know what's going to rotate on, so I don't need this. We'll probably just do another float. Float. Rotate. Rotate input. I like that. That sounds nice. How do I check for? I don't know how to do this. Shit. Ah, man. Fuck. Unity. Check. Axis. Input. I better to sneeze. That was really fucking annoying. I feel like it'd just be faster just to keep typing shit in. If input dot get axis Euler y equals didn't work. Wouldn't this be redundant? Wait, that worked. Seems redundant. Couldn't I just do this? Why is that now? What's the error? That does the correct type float to cool. You know what? What I could do is if axis, because it just told me it was a float, equals, which is constant because of this up here, so that's kind of dumb. That's really stupid. Damn it, my brain. My brain. Wait, hang on. I have a better idea. We'll just do, because it's going to give an input whether we use it or not. So, like whether it's assigned anything. If I press E or Q, it's going to give us a value. So, if y-axis is greater than 0. Wait, hang on. Is not 0. That makes more sense because it can go negative. It's not 0. There we go. Jeez, my brain. I'm on drugs or something. I don't know what's going on. Maybe a soda pop. I'm out of soda poppies. How long have I been streaming? 36 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna get a soda. It helps my brain. So I think I need to normalize it. I need to use magnitude, but I'm not sure. So now that we have axis, we're going to have rotate input equal axis y dot magnitude? Nope. Normalize? Nope. Huh. Now I gotta go look up what that does. x times x plus y times y plus c times c. Well, that seems ridiculous. X times x. What? That's like diagonal movement. Or like, no, the average. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't make. Why would you want to times everything? The length of the vector is the square root of. Oh, well, I said the square root. Whatever the fuck this number is. We're just gonna go get the square root of 1. Because that'd be easier. Maybe get the square root of 2. And yes, I use a calculator. I don't care. Pretty sure that's the square symbol. That's the little. It looks like division, but it's not division. Because this is division. So this has to be square root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1? That don't seem right. That might be right. Square root. Yep, it's 1. Square root of 2 is 1.4, so it's usually a smaller number than 1. Okay, so if 3 times, if x is 3 times 3, it's 9, you get 3. That's weird. What if x 5 times 5? And you just get the same number back. It's like it doesn't even move. Whatever, because the formula was x times x plus y times y plus z times z. Well, it says plus. I did forget the plus. That's important, I guess. All right, well, if x, y, and z, we'll just have them all be equal. We'll have them all be 5. So that means it's the answer would be. Oh, hang on, because it says plusing first, so it would be 75. And the square root of 75 is 8.6. All right, that seems a little more useful. I should test that out later. I'm curious what that looks like. It's like it kind of like nudges itself almost twice the distance. Almost twice the distance. It's if they're all 5s, right? Because once to multiply itself by itself, it would almost reach 10. I mean, that's assuming we add. That's assuming we add 8, whatever it was, 8 point something. If we add that to every single vector, it would almost double its distance. So I don't think I need to do that. Magnitude is going to seem everything. Normal. Who's do that? I don't know how to spell it. Is it with an S? No, it's a Z. Makes this vector magnitude. Keeps the same direction, but it's equals. So I think normalized is right. So I'm going to try vector 3. So then over here we'll have rotate input equal a new vector 3. and then we'll have 0, and then we'll have x-axis y, 0, then dot normalized, and in theory, I think that's all I should need to do. Because if I'm using Euler y, it should already have the negative. Yo, blindsides in the chat. So the if axis thing I just made was kind of redundant, because according to the input manager, it already has a negative, positive key. The problem is rotate around, specifically, well, if I normalize it, that should stop it though, because if the input's 0, but it becomes 1 when, I think I could just skip all of this. I think I could just go here, that, get rid of this, and take this, put, and rotate it. Which should be normalized. Did I normalize it here? No. Well, it's supposed to be normalized up here. So we'll try that. So Q and E should turn it without it constantly rotating. Which is a problem. Shit. I don't remember who this artist is, but it's fucking dope. Here. This already has it. Don't need any of these. I forgot to make. I gotta change the speed. It's important. Adjective time times base speed. I'm gonna call this. I mean, depending on how you look at it, raw speed and base speed are the same fucking thing. Space that out. Raw speed. That works. I think that works. We'll see. I just want to make it faster. It should still be 0. Because we're not adding or times. Anything times just by 0 is 0. Basic math, I know. I have to say it out loud because Unity makes me feel like I'm a crazy person. I'll read something and it makes sense and I do it and then it doesn't do it. So if this turns on its own, we're in trouble. It's not turning on its own, so that's a good sign. Now what I gotta do is I gotta press the button I'm scared to do and I only do it. Hey, let's go! Finally! Poof! So let's turn raw speed to 2. That should times it by 2. Oops. It's a little faster. Not much. 5. Doesn't seem to care. Does not seem to care. I should probably just do all the math at the bottom. I would try to make it faster. At which point I might as well just not even have 2 variables. And that's correct too, because forward is this way, and then the right would be the red. Oops. Hang on, I have to. So that's correct. So I'm pressing E, which is the right side, and Q is the left side. So normalize is what we wanted, not magnitude. Magnitude, not quite sure what that does. It just moves it. It gives you a value. You can apply that value to any of the axes, vectors, or whatever. Um, it just seems like a type of average, like the average of all the, maybe not the average, but more like a median. Median or median? I forget. But yes, this is working. So now I'm going to fix this as well. So we're just going to do speed. Actually, we'll do base speed, and we'll go up here, and we'll take base speed equal base speed times raw speed. This will go in the start method. That way I don't have to keep retyping it. That's the formula. That's the formula I want. We'll take raw speed. We'll make it private. So, well, hang on. We'll make that public. Actually, we can multiply it in the inspector. So now that's set. Go up here. The only thing we need to use is base speed. We don't need to use raw speed anymore because it's already counted in the calculation. So 25 base speed, 1 raw speed is just 25 base speed, whereas 3 raw speed would be 75 base speed. The reason why you'd want to do that is to keep your numbers under control and or do interesting things. Also makes the numbers smaller so they're easier to read. Because if you're trying to get something to go really fast, you might have a big number like a million or a billion. That's too big of a number, I think, personally. It's ridiculous. Granted, some people like that. It's very showy. Nothing wrong with that. You could totally do that. If you want giant fucking numbers all over your screen, there's plenty of games that do that. God. I love soda pop so much. And I dropped my peanut butter. God damn it. Ah. Alright, I need hand sanitizer. Fuck. I'll just use a wipe pad. I haven't cleaned my keyboard up. Here, wipe. I gotta get me a rainbow keyboard that doesn't suck. I bought one and it was so chunky. I never played games with it. It might be a really good gaming keyboard because you gotta push down pretty hard on the keys. So I guess maybe it has like a better traction or something. Like you could roll your fingers around. You got lots of key space real estate. But I like typing fast, so that's not gonna work. I don't want to be switching keyboards, one for gaming, one for typing. Fuck that. I'm a casual gamer anyways. I don't want to do that. It's annoying. Alright, so now that's working. Fix the math. This is much better than what I had before. I could actually make it a bit more advanced and have different like rotations and stuff, but for now I'm just gonna keep it on the Y. Let's see. Save that and we'll go minimize this. Minimize that. Actually, I need to get rid of rotate AB. I could keep the invert. That sounds kind of cool, so we'll keep that. We don't need this. Take position, we'll put it on here next. Reset button is pretty cool, keep that. Position, rotation. Stop it! you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit play. I actually need to do the same math on here as well. Hang on. The position is fucked up too. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go to start. Shit. It should be an update. I fucked up. Start only runs once. It'll only run once. So once you set your math, you can't reset. It would be stuck anyway. So we want this in update. This. So according to C#, it's faster if I have transform vectors equal time dot delta time times the. I don't know why that would be faster. I guess because it's like it's the time is ran after. So like that makes sense actually, because I could create like a lag because it's not being ran as time dot delta time until after it gets its new vector. So it might make more sense to do it this way because it makes the time dot delta time math is going to be wrong. It won't be as accurate. I mean, it's only going to be off by like some really small amount, but that could add up over time. Because if you got like, if you have multiple problems in your code and each one causes like a 0.1 millisecond delay, you know, after 10 errors, that's one whole millisecond. 20 errors, it's 2 milliseconds. And that would just keep adding up if you're not paying attention to those. And then you combine your garbage collection. And that just makes it worse. If you don't have a garbage collection. How do they do this up here? Put the speed in the actual transform. Times base speed times base. I think this should be the other way around as well. Can I do that? Exam the eagle. Float angle. Base speed is not the angle though. So, ooh, plus my little note. Base speed is what else. Fuck. Can I do that? Does it matter? I don't know if that matters. We're gonna try that. That might cause problems, but we're gonna try it. And I think this is good. Yeah, base speed, base speed. I already have times at delta time. Might have to type it twice though. I don't know. See, now I'm confused. I'm just gonna type it twice. It seems redundant, but I'm gonna do it twice. Time dot delta time times base speed times. And we'll take this Now, and take this over here. F transform. We're going to change this because that's confusing. We do transform or translate. That's kind of confusing. Transform mode. Or translate. I mean, that works, but that's so ugly. I hate it. But it doesn't look great. It's also really long. I feel like transform mode is the best way to do that. Transform. Transform, translate. Could call it translate. That sounds stupid. We're just gonna do mode with tooltip. I give up. I can't bring it. Either transform or trans. This position, right? Transform. So we'll save that. That should be done. Little question marks scare me. Alt, enter, or control. Okay. Oh, you can do that? Ah, that's cool as shit. Base speed times equals raw speed. Whoa, you can do that? Yo, that's sick. I like that. Look how tiny it is. Oops. Hang on, I'm gonna do that on the other side. Cool. Give me. Do it automatically. Yeah. Cool. The shorter it is, the better. I think. Unless you're trying to be like artistic with your code, make it look weird on purpose. If you get a functional code that looks weird. I think that's everything. So I'm gonna minimize. We go to the helper cube. Oops. I'm just gonna do 10. We'll do 10 as our base. Well, let's do 12. And we'll times it by 2. So we have 24 or 24 for both the movement and. Well, actually, we'll do. For movement, we'll just do 12. So that 24 might be too much. Oops. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. Something bad happens. Transform the position in SI, attempt for rotation. It's not bad. I hit left click, right click, and it did not like that. But I can fix this. Temporary fix. Hang on. We'll just take pictures. All right. It did not like that at all. We put the console down here. Seems overkill. What about the template projects and everything? Yeah, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. I'm still experimenting with how I want to make my layout. It also comes with a bunch of other layouts, like big screen, all that. It's pretty cool. Jeez, how many errors? Transform position, assign exam for rotation was not. Just try to, jeez. Don't kill me, bro. So I use Euler Y on here and accident. I screwed something up, or the fucking mouse button, so we'll see. Alright. Ah! Ah! It's so slippery! Oh, god damn it. Ah! Son of a bitch. Base speed times equals raw speed. Ah, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did. These are not normalized. Yep. Where did I normalize it at? When it was created. Can I just do it here and be lazy? Yes, I can. So I had the same problem here. It just kept on sliding around. So normalized equals no slidey. Slippy slidey. Ow, my finger. Alright. Play. Still gives me a bunch of errors. I'm surprised it didn't crash. What the fuck? Oh my god, what is going on? I'm so confused right now. The transfer that position assigned to the computer. It's not wrong. Wait, position is point. Huh. Is this because it's plus equals and I shouldn't be using that? I can try and switch this to equal. I mean, it's gonna help. Now, I'm using the axis tool. It's not like I changed it to something else. Huh. Am I using the wrong script? No. What did I do? I fucked something up. I know what I did. Ah, my flesh. Images. Ah, here we go. Much better. Plus equals is what screwed it up. Not very smooth. It like kind of like clicks into position. I hate that. Also kind of feels lopsided. It's not the worst. Questions can I rotate? Not rotate. Why is it base speed infinity? Why'd you do that? What the fuck happened there? Why did that become infinity? What is going on? Hang on. What the hell happened? because it's times equals? No, because the movement worked just fine. Speed times equals wall speed. I think it's because my input manager is doing something weird. I think I know what I did wrong. Sensitivity is 3. Gravity is 3. Key or mouse button 1. Key or mouse button X. Hang on, anything else in here? Dead zone 2.001. 2.001. Sensitivity. Snap invert. Snap. Ah, you bitch. God, I hate snap. Get out of here, Dick. Snapping is for like weird tactical games. You don't even know that. I thought something was off about here. The input manager the whole time. 3, 3. Okay, I think it's because that was 1,000 and it quickly just reached really high numbers for no reason. Gate motion for all joysticks. No, I don't think that's what I want. Yes, it is. Never mind. I don't know if that's going to fix it, but let's see. Why is that skyrocketing? It goes straight to infinity. It's so weird. Dude, it's wild. Just because it's equal times? I'm going to do it the other way around. Well, it worked fine when it was redundant. I'm just curious if it was changed, if that'll fix it or not. I don't see why it would fix it. I didn't think so. Why is that going straight to infinity? Am I losing my mind? It just floats. Times base speed equals base speed times raw speed. Am I missing something? What's going on here? They're both in the update method. It's because it's an if over here. We got if. Huh. I am so confused right now. Oh, you know what I did? I did change. I made this backwards. I don't know if that matters. So I think originally it was space speed and at time. I think that's originally what it was. I don't know if that'll help, but we're gonna try. This is redundant. What am I doing? I'm surprised it doesn't complain about that. Timesing it twice. I need to poop. Every time I do this stream, I need to poop. Does it go straight to infinity? And beyond. Damn it, what the shit? Why is it doing that? The other one's not doing it. It's so fucking weird, man. That is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. They're signed the same, 5 and 1. Start. Let's get rid of this. Don't need it. You get update. No, what the fuck? Is it because of the if? I'm using, well, they're both using vectors. It's because it's its own position. It's rotating around itself when it becomes infinite. That don't make any sense either. Ow. I'm so fucking confused. What's going on down here? Well, I'm gonna go crap. I'll be right back. Alright. Well, now I got a new problem. It's like freaking instant transmission to infinity over here. I don't know what's up with that. It's because it's rotating around itself. Maybe because it's a rotation. Let's just take this out. Because I'm timesing base speed times dot delta time. Maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I don't even need times dot delta time at all. Maybe I could just do base speed. And that way, the angle is times by base speed, and base speed isn't being changed. And we just bypass it. So I think in the tutorials when I was doing the third-person camera tutorials on YouTube, they didn't times some of the rotations by times. So maybe we just skip it. We'll see. Nope, that did fucking nothing. But why? Why do you hate me so much? What did I do? What did I do? Do I got like multiple rotations or something? Like what's going on? Assuming transform.up position is something to do. What if we don't even put the math in there? Do that. Times base speed times time. Let's just do it over here instead. Let's just try moving the math. Maybe I'll get a better result. Oh boy. Lag. Son of a bitch. Wait, I changed one thing. What if I just turn this off? Let's just get rid of it. Did I change? I didn't think I changed much. What did I change? How did I break it? I literally broke this. I don't even know how. What did I do? Was it a float before it was a vector? Maybe that has something to do with it. Yeah. I think it was a float. But it was working. I don't know. What the frick? What did I do? I literally broke it that fast. I guess I put the math down here and update. You know what? I think I know what's wrong. So we got rotate test over here. Which might be the problem. Hang on. Where's the math being ran? Base speed. No, that's the same way for position. Let's just get rid of this. I think that's one of the changes I made. Just get rid of that. Um, times raw speed. Let's just try that. See that fixes. Just get the speed out of the update method. Is this a fixed update? Really, every time? Go away. Every time I stream, it does it. What was I gonna do? Was that it? I guess that was it. Hey, here we go. Alright, alright. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Whoa. Oh shit, look at that. Is this actually moving like an actual thing? Hang on. No. Oh my god, it actually is. Holy shit, I have full control over this. Yeah, let me increase this to... this is really hard because it's Q and E. Wait, can I use arrow keys? I can use arrow. I should be able to do a donut. Come on. Yeah, I can do a donut. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I have a literally working character controller now. Like, well, it's not a character controller, but I have, like, you could make a game with it if you attach a camera, which I have. You know, whatever. It is very stiff though. It's very stiff. In half. It's not a lot of time. So shits and giggles, I'm going to have the camera target the test cube just for fun. See what that looks like. Oh god, it's terrible. What is it looking at? It's not looking at the helper cube? It's looking at something. Oh, the override. I know what it's doing. How do I clear it over? That's really annoying. I gotta do that every time. Yes. Just to clear it, you gotta do that. That's really annoying. How do I move this thing? Yeah. I could just scale this down. That'd probably be quicker. Tape and move it. Oh. Why is the default position looking straight down? Is it because I clicked the wrong thing? That's fine. Where are my materials? Let's give this thing a different color. We'll give it green. Just scale it down some more. Just click this. I need to increase this to like 36. Whee! Oh my god, finally. Whee! This is pretty fun. Whee! Yeah, it's the rest of the map. Let me turn around. Look. Oh, I hate using my mouse. That's right. I don't know which way's forward. It looks the same no matter which way I turn it. Yeah, this over here. This is the crouch tester I had. I was testing the crouch. If crouch worked, it would fit through that slit right there. I had different slope testers as well, testing slopes. There is no slope tester. I just fixed it. And some jumping stuff. I also made it thin so you can jump on top of it and test how smooth it is for like latency and lag issues. I ultimately ended up scrapping that because I didn't want to do my own step controller. So I'm lazy. Which, in hindsight, I probably should have just did it. That would have saved me more time. I spent more time on this character controller shit than I did on my own movement thing. But this feels pretty cool. This feels like a tank or something. Whee! It's very satisfying. Also, I finally got something to work right. God dang it. So with the information that I have now, I can input this into ATAN2, but I gotta fix where the fuck is going on down here. I don't know what this error is. It says the code's fine. I don't understand. None of this is rotation. What are they talking about? My installation, I think, might be a little screwed up. I'm assuming this is for the other object. I think my this right here is part of the problem. One of those vector objects. Still want to keep those. I'm surprised that it worked, to be honest. The apparently transform.rotate around preserves the direction you're going, so that's pretty cool. Which means I could probably just skip ATAN2 because of that. Because of my previous character controller, I could just have I could just use transform.rotate around and use the angles from the camera instead. The vector.forward and using the eyes or the transform itself. And then that would both simultaneously rotate it. As long as I normalize it, so the movement from the camera, from the eyes, whatever value I get from the eyes spinning and looking at the object, whatever value I get from that, I have to turn it into a vector and then normalize that vector. So that way, only when the eyes move, which only move when the mouse moves, that would allow transform.rotate around to do its thing. I wasn't 100% sure that rotate around was going to work because the way it does the math, it freaked me out. And I was halfway correct because once I moved the math outside the transform, it stopped going to infinity. So I was partially correct. You don't want to put the math down here. It doesn't seem to like that. It was partway correct. But I wouldn't be surprised if. Hang on, I bet you. Stop it. Unity transform. See, this is what fucked me up. Right here. See that? You don't actually need like the 20 times delta. They have the time to that delta time in the example. You don't need that down. You don't need any of that down. That kind of screws it up. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's a reason why they did that. I don't know why they did that. It just seems to mess it up. Because you could just do the math in advance and then put the angle in. That way, when the angle goes in, it goes in correctly. It's not being constantly modified. Constantly. Transform to position assign. I still don't know what this is coming from. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm not trying to rotate anything, sir. Transform to position assign to rotation. I just get to look that up because that error is pestering me. Something to do with the camera, it looks like. How much time I got left? 20 minutes. I'm surprised I had that much time. What I'm going to do is, while this is working and not crashing, get off my toilet paper hand. I'm going to go ahead and try and run the ATN2, which seems pointless now. The rotate already works. Like, it already puts you in the direction you want to go. So I need to think about it. Hmm. Damn. Yeah, hang on. Shit, I don't know where to go. I'm like, kind of hit a wall here. Well, step one, put the script on. Step two, fix any issues. Let's change this to 36. Get out there. I'm gonna give this dude a face. That way I know which way I'm going. Add 3D object. Why did he disappear? Because cube's way bigger. That's why. Dude, that angle is literally perfect. Holy crap, look at that. It's like Invisible's camouflage is the angle. That's crazy. Just gonna make this blue. Oh, it's because it's the same size. Well, both. It's the same size, and it was white, and it was at the right angle. Right there. So, that might solve my parenting problem right there, because when I made the cube, it was the exact same size and scale. if you had the same exact dimensions. So it's possible I moved child objects, something, I don't know. Parenting confuses me greatly. That is another problem I do need to fix, the parenting. Figure out why it doesn't accept the local maths, which I will do probably next stream. So I want those colorful cubes, the purple, red, green, and blue, I want them to move out from the purple cube. So green will go up, blue will go forward, red will go left to right, and phase through the purple to go left. And then when the purple rotates, they all rotate with it accordingly, because it's parented to it. And then the tangent cube will control the rotations of each child object separately, just by clicking a button to switch it to which one you want to rotate. And then I have to make a local rotation for each of those child objects that are parented to the purple cube, so they all rotate around themselves instead of the parent. And then not vice versa, but also while maintaining the parent rotation. So like, let's say the red cube is rotating forward on its own axis, on its own x-axis, rotating forward. And then the purple cube rotates on the blue axis, it's forward. So I want it to maintain both of those rotations at the same time. So basically it's going to create an arc while also spinning, kind of like a planet. So you got how the sun spins. Sun spins. It doesn't have an orbit. Everything orbits around. Well, I think the sun does wobble a little bit. I'll look that up. But the sun does spin. Pretty sure. If it doesn't spin, I'm an idiot, whatever. We're just going to pretend for this example, the sun is spinning, the sun is rotating. Actually, we'll just use the Earth and Moon. That makes more sense. So the Earth has its own orbit, it's rotating, and it's spinning on its own axis, and the Moon follows it, right? The Moon is following it, but the Moon also spins on its own axis as well. And that's what I want. I want that kind of control. Because once I do that, that means rotations are no longer a problem. I shouldn't have any more problems with rotations after that point. Also, I gotta look that up now because I feel stupid. Pretty sure it's spinning. Sun rotates. Sun rotates on its axis. See, I know what I'm talking about. God dang it. I feel like an idiot. Questioning my memory because the sun is like a ball of explosions, fire, and fusion. So I was like, fuck. Does that count as rotating if it's constantly exploding? Alright. Gosh, I get thirsty too. Alright, so this is done. Now, to move, I need to test the ATM2. I need to look at this first because I forgot how I was doing this. Everything in here works except the ATM2, I think. So I'm going to do target south. Yeah, target south, and we'll have tangent be the other target, I think. I mean, I could make the camera the target, but I don't know. Shit. I guess we could just use defaults to just see what happens from there and then like change it. Yeah, no, this is going to require custom objects because this is going to get really confusing. So, how do I move this? Isn't there like a scene object thing? Use. should be like an add object button. Where is it? I think I use Blender too much. I'm getting mixed up. Oops. Um, I guess game object creates 3D object Q goes right where I'm looking. Let's just go to 0. I'm not sure how that works. Whatever. I guess what I could do is we delete this. So I really wish you could just drag and drop stuff. It would make this a lot faster. So I don't like doing coordinates. Slow. I'm just going to create an object underneath this. I'm going to do the sphere. And I'm going to take and parent it. And then now it's parented, we'll put it here. And I'm going to color it yellow. And I'm going to duplicate it, which I think is Shift D. No, it's Control V. Sphere 1. We'll call this Sphere 1. We'll call this Sphere 2, even though it's not Sphere 2. It's now. And Control V, and we'll paste it again. Put that here. We'll call it Sphere 3. Make that one red because it's behind us. And we'll make this one blue because it's in front of us. And so the target, these are going to be the target objects. So we're going to see what kind of difference it makes when moving and turning. So we're going to start with the blue one. So when I move forward, I'm curious what's going to happen if that's stationary. We're going to figure out what kind of effect a tan 2 has, which I think is more of a curve, angle kind of thing. All right. So math function a tan 2 itself. Sphere 2. No, wait, sphere 1. Shit. Fuck. 3. 1. Scroll down. Damn it. Hang on, y'all. Make sure you scroll first. Not going to use target degree. That's just, that'll show up on its own. Make it look cool. I do want to fix that. So crap. It's weird that that's doing that. Did I fix it? Yeah, I fixed it. Separated it. Alright, just gonna run defaults. Should be ready. Alright, we're gonna hit play. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Should double check speed. 6. Alright. Hit play. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do forward. Alright. Nothing happens. That's weird. Left and right. Nothing happens. Whoa! That was different. Yo, check that shit out. It's like locked my rotation to it. I can't even. Whoa! Holy dog shit. This is nuts. Holy crap. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy, man. Oh. Whoa. This is insane. What the? This is a crazy math function. Holy crap. So it's like a rotate around, but it like locks you into that angle. Once you achieve that that point. As soon as it rotates, it goes straight to it. It's just nothing. If I pass through it, it breaks it. And it moves me towards it as well. Oh man, that's crazy. This is hard to wrap my head around. That seems overkill for what I want. Jeez, it's really cool though. This is really cool. You do some crazy shit with this. Look at this. This is insanity. It's fucking nuts. It's like an arc, but then it immediately, as soon as there's like a terminal region where once you are back to normal, you can move again like normally. So like when it hits 0, see that target value, target angle at 0, I can move normally. But as soon as that changes, and like it's more of like an arc. It's like a temporary arc. So yeah, it goes to 0. I guess because it crashes maybe, like it's going too high of a number. It won't let you rotate at all. It happens. I don't like how it's like very permanent. It's like a very forceful kind of math. Also, it has this weird glitchiness that makes no sense. I need to go take a look at the original tutorial. It's from Braxy's, and I want to see what he was using because I don't remember. I deleted it all. Also, I apologize if this is making you sick because it is really crazy. I don't even need to test the other ones, but because they're all going to do the same thing for the most part. Would be really weird is to attach where they are positioning. It would be really weird is if I take sphere 2 and then parent it to the new controller, which is this ain't even a character controller. This is just a vector translation rotation thing. So what happens if it moves with me? I'm scared to rotate. Ah, that makes sense. Well, hang on. Whoa, oh god, I forgot to change target. Oh no. So this might be a problem because it's a child object that's the target. We'll see. Alright, so I figured that would be fine. So the XY, like regular movement, it's just for rotations for the most part. So what happens if I rotate? I had a feeling something weird was going to happen. So it's trying to calculate the ATM2, but it can't because as soon as we move it, we just start spinning at that point. This would make a great like a Beyblade or something. Just can't like spin around, being all silly. Yeah, I had a feeling that was not going to end well. Still kind of cool though. So I'm gonna make a simple little script. I'm gonna take that back out. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're just gonna make a simple follow script. On follow. Should be in here somewhere. In here. You didn't load my damn script, you dickhead. What a jerk. What a freaking jerk. I didn't make it. I don't even know where this is at. This is why you shouldn't make scripts in the add component. I don't even know where this is on in my file structure. So we'll just update. I'm going to keep it easy. We're just going to do public game objects, target, follow target. I had that. Just drag and drop the thing in, and update transform.up position equal follow target position. I auto typed it because that was the only variable. Save. Wait, there should be an offset though, and it should be on the X. Because we don't want it to be exactly in the same position. So we're going to do float, public float, horizontal offset. Oops, not good. And then plus horizontal offset. That way, what the hell is your deal? What is your deal, sir? Shit. Son of a bitch. Alright, we'll just make a new vector. Fuck it. Vector 3, because I like, it's just a good habit. Vector 3, combined, we'll just do target. Target vectors, yep. Except, we're going to make it a little different. We're going to do new vector 3. Have this be x plus offset, which is horizontal offset, and then transform let's take this. No, we went target. Transform. Hang on, I fucked up. Target vector is equal follow target. Yeah, we want follow. I fucked up. Follow target ends. Actually, you know what? We're gonna change this to transform instead. That way we can make it shorter. Let's do follow target x plus horizontal offset, and then do it again. Follow target y and follow target b. Not sure why it's complaining. It's a transform, man. What the hell? Do I need position? Maybe it needs to be position. Yeah, son of a bitch. Z and X would be the same thing. We'll just get rid of this. Should I get rid of Z? I needed to move forward. But I want it to be on the right side. Yeah, that should work. I think that's all I need to do. And then transform position will equal target vectors. So this is a really long string of shit. You probably could shorten this a little better. So I could probably do follow target dot position dot x equals follow. It's because it's not a variable. So hang on. Vector float. Offset target equals follow target dot position dot x. This is the x position of the player or our target plus the offset, so it maintains its original position while following the player. I mean, instead of having the math and here, we shrink this and we just do offset target. And we want the y and the z to remain the same, so we just leave that in there like that. And then save it. It's a little more complicated than I wanted to do, but it should. Follow test, pop that open. Horizontal offset. I'll just say 1 for now. Then we'll take the helper cube, stick it in there. Wait. All right, so 1 is a bit too close. So we're going to do 2. Perfect. So we'll do a movement test real quick, just see where it goes. Perfect. And we rotate. Seem to be following the yellow cube, or yellow orb now. That's pretty interesting. That's very interesting. What if I try to look away? It won't let me look away. I'm petrified. Get off of me. No, get off of me. No. Yeah, okay, so once you look at it and it follows you, you can't look away. You're just stuck. It's stuck like that forever. It's pretty cool. What if I try turning while moving? No. Just stuck looking at it forever. Huh. That's interesting. I'm beginning to think ATM2 is not what I need, but we'll see. I'm going to go write down some notes from the old tutorial. Like the differences between the default documentation ATM2 example that they gave me from the documentation, and then how he's changed it up. He had some other stuff that was camera related and player position and rotation related as well. But I made a shit ton of progress today. Holy shit. I did not expect to have a working movement system. That was crazy. Alright. I guess that's it for today. Bye.